Hello everyone, and now welcome to a 2v2 matchup, LawLiet and Sok going up against 15 Stray and XiaoKai. LawLiet spawning as the red Night Elf player here at what I'll call the 12 o'clock position. Meanwhile, Sok spawning here at the 3 o'clock position of White Shore. Off on the other side, we have XiaoKai spawning as the teal orc, and then finally we have 15 Stray spawning as the teal Night Elf. Teal versus red, orc and night elf versus human and night elf in this 2v2 matchup. Hopefully you guys are having a good time however you may be watching and or listening. Well, I hope you're listening. Other than, I guess you could just watch the replay and don't need my play-by-play commentary. Let's go ahead and break things down in a 2v2 matchup here. First thing to note, it looks as though everyone is building their altars at the standard time. Could be your standard heroes. We are going to be looking at, well, what hero? Demon Hunter coming in from the teal team and a Farseer. So no Blade Master, instead Farseer and Headhunters going up against most likely a Demon Hunter and an Archmage. Yeah, Demon Hunter, Archmage, Farseer, Demon Hunter down for the south side. Now, in 2v2 matchups, it's important that you have, well, a lot more ranged units, just because your units tend to get tripped up on each other a bit more. Larger armies, larger battles, units being able to attack from further range is always a good thing. You don't have to worry about riflemen accidentally shooting past each other, or headhunters doing the same exact thing. They're somehow able to shoot and hit past their targets and hit their target as well as wanted. 533 creep camp, double quill boar hunters with, well, bloodlust there. Or is that bloodlust? Yeah, that is bloodlust. They're finally giving a bloodlust to himself, that ogre magi, well, trying to knock down this ancient of war, as the ancient of war does need to get a bit repaired. All right, looks as though that Ancient of War will be fine, as a footman is already running out across the battlefield and will spot the starting location of that Night Elf. Not going to do too much with it, just trying to do a bit of scouting to see what is in store for these players. Coming back around on the other side, LawLiet has picked up a replenishment potion, going up against, was it another? Yep, another replenishment potion off on the south side. Meanwhile, Farseer with 2 Spirit Wolves and a Grunt already putting in a bit of pressure as the Arcane Tower looks to get upgraded. Militia going to try and fight back here. Oh, that Spirit Wolf just in the right position to stop many of the other Militia from being able to transform, as we see a bit of a body block there. No body block. The Wolves are trying to make their way through, and it looks as though the Demon Hunter may, well, is it going to stop it? I don't believe so. Are we going to get a deny? Trying to get every little bit of hit points possible, as that Spirit Wolf ends up, well, chasing his target and still getting taken down. Archmage does get to level 2. Demon Hunter gets to level 2. Both sides, well, everyone having potions of replenishment to go around, except for the Farseer, who didn't clear out that early creep camp. Demon Hunter coming across, going to get a mana burn off on the Farseer. Ancient of War down to 126 hit points. Spirit, well, there's a detonation. Are we going to get some repairs? Yes, we are. Enough repairs in time, as the Grunt, well, not going to be able to do enough damage here. LawLiet bringing in 3 Wisps, 1 with the detonation, 2 on the repairs, as that Ancient of War does end up surviving. Back down to the south side here. Demon Hunter looking to clear out some more creep camps. Did pick up a ring of protection +4. That Demon Hunter will have plenty of, well, armor to try and absorb damage, as it is now a 2-on-1 battle here. So both sides just trying to push a little bit of pressure. And now LawLiet, while getting caught out in the open in an uncomfortable position, going to be forced to try and retreat back. Does have a potion of replenishment, should use it, I believe. Perfect time. Yep, gonna go ahead and use it there and retreat back. So using your time effectively, even your downtime effectively, to heal and get back into battle is, well, another way to level up your gameplay. And all of those active moments in a game are incredibly important, but it is also the setup in between battles that really set the good players from the great players in Warcraft 3. Coming back around, a Demon Hunter here trying to finish off this Grunt. Grunt will just retreat back, most likely get healed back there, as no real units lost so far. Coming back across the center aisle here, are we going to be looking at any additional creeping by this teal orc? XiaoKai needs to get level 2 on that Farseer, and just because, well, you don't want to get too far in the game and still have only level 1 abilities. He's finally going to go after this 533 creep camp in the front, but he doesn't have that many healing saps, as we're looking at now the Footman army trying to do a little bit of scouting, coming back the other way. Demon Hunter should be able to finish off this Footman here, as we're looking at a little bit of poking going on back and forth. Farseer halfway to level 2 now should be able to get there. Those Spirit Wolves are absorbing quite a bit of damage. Ogre Magi is now, well, switching its a target onto a Farseer, and that will give an easier heal ability for the Farseer, as you don't want your damage to be spread across multiple units if you are the Orc army, as the healing salve heals a single target. Obviously for a large amount, as opposed to, say, the Scroll of Regeneration healing your entire army for a smaller amount. Coming back through, both sides looking to do a bit of, well, individualized creeping, clear out of these creep camps, perhaps get to level 3, level 2, and level 3 on all of the heroes out in the battle. Alright, Draenei Vindicator will get easily taken down. Meanwhile, in the center portion of the map, that Demon Hunter down to 8 hit points, extremely low. LawLiet playing with fire right there, as that Demon Hunter so dangerously low could end up getting taken down by the Farseer. No, Farseer doesn't spot it. The Farseer doesn't spot a teenage, well, a hit point teen Demon Hunter, as it simply runs on by. What would have been hilarious, though, is if the LawLiet had teched evasion and the one auto attack from that Farseer actually was a miss. That would have been so close. Anyways, coming back through, mass headhunters. Remember, headhunters only have 350 hit points, not that 375. That makes a big difference overall, as they take less hits to kill. Coming back around here, we're looking at the Berserk Wildkin Spirit Wolves trying to absorb. There is a massive stun, but a healing ward is placed down to try and heal up this Grunt, trying to, well, share the damage a little bit here. That Grunt needs to re-engage in that back in that front line. Meanwhile, the Headhunter is going to be getting in some well, nice heals, as well as the Farseer, well, dives past in, looks at the shop, and, well, I believe he's not quite sure what he sold, as the units are now retreating back. Alright, ward there. Red army now making its way down. We are looking at an expansion attempt coming across by Sok. So Sok is expoing here with at least 2 towers behind it. Should be able to hold on to that location easily. Meanwhile, the Archmage trying to, well, buy a little bit of time, getting a little bit of heals, trying to finish off the Draenei Vindicator, and perhaps will then use a Scroll of Town Portal to get out of this dicey situation. There's another Holy Light right there. I don't think he needed that Holy Light, as the Paladin, well, what's going to end up happening? Priests are now trying to retreat back the other way. I would have thought that Sok would have tried to use a Scroll of Town Portal to get out of this situation. He's a bit too far, and now finally uses it there after taking down an archer. Priest now trying to retreat back here. 2 priests hanging around by this expo, as the teal army of 15 Sway will find it. Meanwhile, Red Demon Hunter was finally taken down. LawLiet not careful there in that engagement, as, well, XiaoKai able to, well, continue to clear out this marketplace. Did place down another healing ward, so 2 of the 3 healing ward charges were used. Back across on the southern, or on the east side here, Demon Hunter trying to push back, take down all of these priests. Archers trying to run away from the footmen, who do have defend, able to reflect back some of that damage, and now, while trying to get back closer to those towers. All right, 2 battles going on. It feels like trying to cast 2 separate 1v1 games at the same time. Pressure on LawLiet's main base. Meanwhile, we are looking at pressure on the Sok's Expo, as the Archmage and the Paladin come back around again. Paladin could perhaps try to get some Holy Lights here. Going to try and engage. Demon Hunter purposely attacks the Paladin to stop that Clarity Potion, as both sides are still engaging once more. Footman now trying to retreat back here. Arcane Tower getting quite a bit of damage, feedback damage onto that Druid of the Claw, and we should be looking at them trying to transform into bears here momentarily. Alright, little bit of damage. Archmage needs to come back across, but his army does look rather small. 40 over 60 supply. Meanwhile, we are looking at Teal pushing inside LawLiet's main base, as LawLiet is trying to just hide in the back corner here for now. Alright, Raiders able to just pillage everything down. Don't actually know if he has pillage, but you guys know what I mean. Spellbreaker's trying to push pressure on once more. One Druid of the Claw does get taken down. Paladin still leading the counter charge back the other way. And with this home field advantage by Sok and LawLiet, I do believe they'll be able to hold on to their bases here. But LawLiet's main base is actually taking quite a bit of a beating. 46 over 30 supply, losing a large number of those Moonwells. And, well, perhaps Sok doesn't realize that his partner's main base is, well, falling apart as much as it has. Priest now trying to come in across for some heals. Scroll of Town Portal now going to try and retreat back. Maybe this town isn't worth saving, as we see the Scroll of Town Portal coming back the other way. Trading an expansion to save your opponent's main base here, as this expo, well, loses all of its targets here, all of its workers now. Coming back across on the other side, Archmage, Demon Hunter, Paladin looking to clear out this Doomguard creep camp, as we see Rain of Fire now raining down across those backline units. Doomguard does do a bit of chaos damage and full effective damage against all armor types, as we're looking at the Warsong Battle Drums item being picked up by the Demon Hunter. Alright, one Centaur Sorcerer just looks like it was standing there for a moment, not engaging against anything else for some odd reason. Main expo has finally been taken down. LawLiet's base is in shambles. Will take a little bit of time to rebuild, as we're looking at 40 over 60 supply. The expo off across in the center with a bunch of Moonwells here. Meanwhile, we do see an expo now trying to be established in the center as well. Alright, Demon Hunter, is he actually trapped? I believe this Demon Hunter is trapped. These Moonwells positioned in a way where he cannot actually break free or break out. Demon Hunter trying to head back off to the north here. In comes some repairs. That Staff of Preservation not working out well. And this Demon Hunter has full Moonwells, wants to try and save, but is not able to do it. Alright, coming back across the other side here. It may end up losing this Tree of Life due to poor positioning, as Mana Burn now coming back across as well. Alright, a little bit of mismanagement in the city building. The Demon Hunter could have done something to try and save. Instead was stuck around back for quite some time, and now absorbing more and more damage as a Grunt gets right in front of that Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter in a lot of trouble. LawLiet's Demon Hunter about to fall down to 125 hit points, and it looks like it will get taken down. Where is he trying to run off to? There is a staff, or there's an ensnare, no Staff of Preservation, as, well, the Tree of Life down to the south was cancelled. Things not going well for Sok and LawLiet. Sok and LawLiet had the economic advantage for quite some time, but was unable to translate that into an army size advantage. A couple of missteps, as well as with the human army trying to fight back against all of these units. Mass Berserkers, 450 hit points, still poking apart the other side. Of Bears, Archers, and Dryads off to the north, as the Demon Hunter may try and test the waters again. Blizzard unable to land easily onto those Berserkers, as damage would be high with their current frenzied attack state. Off to the north, more Blizzard's going to try and, well, stop all of these Druids of the Claw, but we know that LawLiet cannot rebound that easily, especially after losing his Demon Hunter and so many Moonwells. Coming back across here, Farseer down to 258 hit points, does end up staying alive. Naga Seawitch coming in from behind now, couple of Dryads, but this army just looks petty or small compared to the army that it is trying to currently run up against. Archmage finally gets up to level 4 here. Level 2 Brilliance Aura Paladin should be able to get off plenty of heals, as the Naga Seawitch down on the south side falls here. Demon Hunter back resurrected at the tavern, and now trying to lead the army once more, but losing that partner in crime, as the Demon Hunter sits at level 4 now. Off to the north side here, both sides trying to engage. Demon Hunter trying to go after a couple of these Dryads, should be able to take them down, but at what cost? It looks like XiaoKai and 15 Sui has done a great job of putting pressure on LawLiet and Sok. Coming back across, Archmage, Demon Hunter getting healed back up, ready to go. North side here, 42 over 50 supply, still training up more Druids of the Claw, and, well, should be ready for action. Now, the follow-up question is going to be XiaoKai, 15 Sui. What can they do? They've been able to put in a lot of pressure, take down a couple of key units, but what is their follow-up plan? If they don't have a way to, well, close and really use their advantage, they're going to just allow great players like Sok and LawLiet to bounce back into this game. Coming back around on the other side here, Tauren Chieftain is out on the battlefield with Endurance Aura, going to pick up a potion of invulnerability. And, well, now that perhaps going to try and go for a stomp in that front line spot. Druids of the Claw currently all in Druid form here. Should be able to get off plenty of rejuvenations on all of these Dryads. And going to be getting a little bit more heals as well as the, well, Demon Hunter Archmage Naga Sea Witch Paladin sitting at 4433. LawLiet going to push perhaps across on the other side. A decent sized army here, 69 over 70 by 15 Sway, going to try and protect this expo as we see army now flanking in from the north and also going to be cutting off reinforcements. Red team trying to retreat back towards the east as we see a very good flank here. Blizzard now off onto the north, but getting ensnared onto that Archmage and, well, no longer channeling. Continuing the fight there, a nice little stomp, but only at level 2, not going to last that long as the Farseer, Naga Sea Witch, and Shadowhunter continuing to press off to the north here. Staff of Teleportation inbound for the Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter going to be able to stick around. LawLiet going to get a rejuvenation on a very low hit point Druid of the Claw, but it's going to be some time before he's able to jump back into the fray. More Blizzard trying to rein back in here as the red army just shrinking ever so slowly, getting surrounded, and LawLiet ends up leaving the game. A beautiful, beautiful game played by XiaoKai and 15 Sway. Not cowering in the face of two very big names in WarCraft 3, and even though I believe they had the economic advantage, even though they had the economic advantage, they were not able to translate that into an actual army size advantage at all. Overall, in the end, it may have been the poor decision making by Sok and LawLiet. Sok not using that Scroll of Town portal to teleport back and save LawLiet's main base early on. Having to rebuild a lot of that infrastructure really ended up costing him. And then to follow that up, LawLiet's, mismanagement, that Sim City build where the Demon Hunter got staff to preserve or teleported into his expo and had no way of actually coming behind that Moonwell wall. Ended up losing the expo and losing that Demon Hunter as he was slowly pathed to death with ensnares and a grunt. Further setting LawLiet behind and also giving more higher hero level advantage to the other team. Anyways, let me know what you guys thought about this game in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.